You paid the college fee, you cleared your English test, your family arranged every single rupee, and the decision came rejected. Because one last deposit in the bank was never explained. Because your income proof was not verifiable. Because a visa refusal from 3 years ago was never disclosed. One document, one missing detail, that is all it takes. The Embassy of Ireland in New Delhi publishes an official document. It tells you exactly what they want to see. Every document, every rule, every condition. I have read that document line by line. I have also checked the official Irish immigration website to confirm every single number. In this video, I will walk you through everything in the simplest way possible. Everything I am going to tell you today comes directly from the official government sources. Let us start. Part 1. Who decides your visa? First, something basic that many students do not know. Your student visa application is handled by one office, the New Delhi Visa Office, part of Embassy of Ireland in India. If you are in India, you book an appointment at a VFS center near you, go in person and submit your documents there. If you are in Nepal, you book an appointment at the VFS office in Kathmandu and submit there. In both cases, the decision is made by same office in New Delhi. When to apply? The embassy document says you can apply up to 5 months before your course start date. 5 months, apply as early as you can. Here is why timing matters so much. After you submit at VFS, your files takes a few days to travel to the embassy. Then the embassy takes up to 8 weeks to process it. And here is the rule that catches students every year. If your course start date has already passed, by the time the embassy looks at your file, your application will be closed. This does not count against you. You can apply again with a new application. And your current application is finished, and your college intake may already be closed. Apply as soon as you receive your confirmed offer letter from the college. Do not wait, do not delay. How to apply? Your application starts online through a system called AVATS, AVATS, and fill in all your details online. You print the form, you sign it, you submit it with your documents. One thing that directly causes refusals is rarely talked about. The application form must be signed by you, the student. The official immigration website says if your application contains false or misleading information, your application can be refused. And in some cases, you can be blocked from getting an Irish visa for 5 years. Fill it honestly, sign it yourself. The embassy checklist has 12 items, every single one matters. Document 1, the signed application form. Sign it yourself. Document 2, all your passports. Your current passport must be valid for at least 12 months after your planned arrival date in Ireland. Include photocopies of every page of all your previous passports if you have them. If a passport is missing, explain why in writing. Document 3, SOP. This letter stands for Statement of Purpose. In this letter, you explain why you choose Ireland, why you choose this specific course, how this course connects to your past studies or work, and what your plans are after you finish and return home. Write it yourself in your own words. If your chosen course is very different from the past studies, give clear, genuine reasons for this change. Support it with evidence if you can. A letter written by an agent copied for many students looks exactly like that. Visa officers know immediately. Now I want to share something from personal experience because this matters more than most people realize. Some students are called for an interview before the visa decision is made. This does not happen to every applicant, but it can happen. And the questions in that interview come directly from what you wrote in your letter. They may ask you, how does this course connect to your background? Why Ireland and not another country? Why this specific course? Who is paying for your studies? What are your plans after you finish? And sometimes specific questions about your subject. If you wrote about business analytics, they may ask you questions about that field. Whatever you write in that letter, be ready to say it out loud, clearly, confidently, and your own words, because they will test it. Document 4. Confirmed offer letter from your college. The letter must confirm that you are accepted on a full-time course with a minimum of 15 hours of classes each week during the day. It must also state the course fees and how much you have already paid. The offer must be final and confirmed. The conditional offer, one that says accepted only if you pay more or send more documents, does not qualify. Document 5. Proof that you paid your college fee. Before you apply for the visa, you must have already paid your college. If your total course fees are 6,000 euros or less, pay the full amount before applying. If your total course fee are more than 6,000 euros, pay at least 6,000 euros before applying. Proof of this payment must be a bank transfer receipt showing money left your account and reached the college, or a receipt from an approved payment services like TransferMate. Document 6. Your academic certificates. Original certificates and mark sheets from every qualification you have completed. For students from India specifically, the embassy checklist also requires DigiLocker versions of your Indian academic certificates. DigiLocker is a Government of India digital system that stores verified copies of your documents. These are much harder to fake. If you are from India, submit both originals and DigiLocker versions. The embassy document says this clearly. Submitting an approved English test result is compulsory for all student visas. If you do not submit one, your visa will be refused. One exception. If you are applying specifically for an English language course itself, you do not need to submit a test certificate at this stage. But the visa officer may still ask for some proof of a basic level of English. For all other courses, no exceptions. The accepted tests includes IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, the Duolingo English test, and several other listed on official immigration website. One important rule, your test result must have been issued within 2 years of your course start date. An older result will not be accepted. Document 8. Financial Summary Form. This is a form available on the Irish immigration website. You use it to declare all your money in one place, your own saving, your family's support, and any loans. The visa officer uses this form to understand your full financial picture at a glance. It is mandatory. Download it, fill it honestly. Document 9. Evidence of your money. I will cover this full detail right after this list. This is where most people go wrong. Stay with me. Document 10. Private health insurance. You must have health insurance covering you in Ireland for the full length of your course. Your college may arrange this for you. If they do it, it will be mentioned in your offer letter. If not, arrange it yourself before you apply. Document 11. Police clearance certificate. This is required for every country where you lived in the last 5 years, not just Nepal or India. If you studied or lived abroad during that time, you need clearance from that country too. Document 12. Disclosure of any past visa refusals. If you have ever been refused a visa by the Ireland, the United Kingdom or United States, Canada, Australia or any European country, include a letter explaining what happened along with the original refusal letter. The embassy document says failing to disclose a past refusal results in refusal and a ban from future applications. The official immigration website confirms you can be blocked from getting an Irish visa for 5 years. So you need to disclose everything. Most visa refusals are not because the student has no money. They happen because the document around that money are prepared incorrectly. The amount you need to show for living cost confirmed on the official Irish immigration website is 10,000 euros for a course of 1 year or more. For shorter courses, the requirement is 833 euros per month of your stay, and up to a maximum of 6,665 euros for an 8-month course. This money is completely separate from your college fee. College fee are paid before you apply. The 10,000 euro is to show you can cover your living cost while you are studying. Both must be shown together. Now, what counts as acceptable proof of money? Regular saving accounts, current bank accounts, fixed deposit accounts, provident funds, education loan, education bonds. These all are accepted. Fixed deposits are accepted, but the official immigration website has an important condition. If you submit a bank statement from a fixed deposit account, you must also include a letter from your bank confirming that you can take money out of the account. So before using a fixed deposit as your proof, go to your bank and ask, can I access this money at any time? And will you give me a letter confirming this? If yes, get that letter and include it with your application. If your fixed deposit cannot be broken early and the bank will not give you that letter, that fixed deposit may not be accepted. Reading directly from the embassy document, we do not accept volatile market linked funds such as crypto, stocks, shares, or mutual funds. Nor do we accept gold valuation or cheat funds. Stocks and shares, mutual funds, gold valuations, cheat funds, nothing is accepted. Gold specifically, the embassy says if you want gold to count, you must first sell the gold and deposit that money on a bank account. Then that bank balance is accepted. Or you can take a loan against your gold and show that loan. A gold valuation certificate alone will not work. Property documents. These are relevant only when your property is being used as security for a loan. In that case, submit the property papers with the loan documentation. Property alone does not count as financial proof. One very important piece of advice from the embassy document. Embassy document says we recommend that you simplify your finances as much as possible. It means spreading your finances across multiple sponsors and multiple accounts increases the risk of refusal. So it is always good to keep it simple, as few sponsors as possible, one account per person, clean and clear. You must submit 6 months of bank statements from your own personal accounts and 6 months from each sponsor's account. The embassy does not just check the balance, they look at the full history, every deposit, every withdrawal, every movement of money over 6 months. Let me read something from the official website which says any large or unusual deposit must be fully explained. If a large amount appeared in the account shortly before you applied, the embassy will ask where it came from. If you cannot explain it clearly, that money will not be counted. Your bank statement must be an official bank letterhead, which should mention your full name, address, and account number must be visible. Handwritten entries are not accepted. Credit cards are also not accepted as a proof of money. The embassy document says income tax return records should be submitted for you and your sponsors. These must be the kind that can be checked and confirmed online, not just a printout, but one that can be verified with official records. Now let's talk about sponsors' documents. Most students from Nepal and India are supported financially by their family. That is completely normal and accepted. For a sponsor who is employed in a job, a letter from their employer confirming their position and salary plus 3 recent salary slips. For a sponsor who runs their own business, a certificate of business registration or equivalent proof from the relevant authority in your country. For both, you need to submit 6 months of their bank statements. If those bank statements are from a saving or fixed deposit account, the sponsor must also provide a bank letter confirming those funds can be accessed. Now let's talk about who can be a sponsor. Any family member who takes financial responsibility for your studies can be a sponsor. This includes your parents, brother or sister, but also your maternal uncle, your father's brother, or any other relative. The important rule is this: you must clearly prove your connection to that person through documents. For a parent, your birth certificate or your national identity card showing their name. For a sibling, both birth certificate or identity cards. For an uncle, documents showing the family connection clearly. It is always better to show primary sources. The sponsor must also show they have enough money to support you for the full length of your studies and at the same time support their own family. The visa officers looks at both education loans and education bonds. If you are using an education loan, the loan approval letter alone is not enough. The embassy document says this directly. You need the full loan documentation, the approval letter, the repayment schedule, and the proof that the money was actually released to you. If a property is used as security for the loan, the property documents must also be submitted. One important rule on loan payment from the embassy document: the monthly repayment amount must be realistic based on what your sponsor earns right now, not what they might earn in the future, only what they earn today. Now let's talk about education bonds. This is an alternative to bank statements that many students do not know about. You deposit 10,000 euros into an approved payment service. The Irish immigration website gives TransferMate as an example. The money is held securely, reserved only for you. If your visa is approved, the money is released to you when you arrive in Ireland. If your visa is refused, the money is returned to you in full. This is a useful option if your 6 months of bank statements are complicated or difficult to explain clearly. One important point: the immigration website currently states this education bond option is available only for students on degree programs, bachelor degrees, master degrees, and PhD programs. If you are applying for a language course or shorter program, check the immigration website before using this option. Everything in this video came from two official sources only: the Embassy of Ireland New Delhi document published in April 2025 and the official Irish immigration website. Both links are in the description below. Read them yourself before you apply. If your application is refused, you have exactly 2 months from the date on the refusal letter to submit an appeal. The embassy has noted there is no guarantee an appeal will be processed before your course start date. Get it right the first time. Ireland is a real genuine option for students from Nepal and India. The rules are public, the process is fair, follow it correctly, and your application speaks for itself. If this video helped you, share it with one person who is planning to apply. Drop your question in the comments. I will answer what I can. See you in the next one.